Welcome to Washington. I'm Bret Baier. While the nation is gripped by a destructive recession that has many people making huge cutbacks in their finances, congressional Democrats are going on a spending spree, specifically a budget bill that one watchdog group says contains almost 8,600 special requests by lawmakers or earmarks. Chief political correspondent Carl Cameron is live on Capitol Hill with a breakdown of the shopping list. Hi, Carl.
Hi there, Brett. Well, the president promised fiscal responsibility and condemned wasteful spending just last night. But less than 24 hours later, the democratically controlled House of Representatives has sent him a spending bill that's brimming with earmarks and pet projects.
And this is the bill that we're getting ready to pass.
The whopping $410 billion spending plan covers only March through September of this year. It doesn't even include mandatory spending on entitlements like Social Security or Medicare, nor for defense, Homeland Security, or Veterans Affairs, all of which passed last year. The remainder, which must still pass the Senate, is discretionary and is being increased a whopping 8.5%, or $32 billion over the previous budget. It contains thousands of pet projects, totaling nearly $8 billion. There are earmarks for blueberry research in Maine, potato research in Idaho, reducing hog odor in Iowa, cricket research in Utah, maple syrup in Vermont, even a water taxi in Florida, and much, much more.
I don't have the ability, nor does any member of this body, to actually challenge any of the 9,000 earmarks contained in this legislation.
I would say to the gentleman, if he is uncomfortable with this process, that he should know that 40% of the earmarks that are in these underlying bills are Republican earmarks.
President Obama's aides indicate that since this budget should have passed months ago under President Bush, Mr. Obama won't veto the pork added now.
Now, this bill that you speak of is leftover business from last year. His goal moving forward is a budget that is cleansed of unwarranted items, whether they come from the administration or from the Congress.
Even ex-members of Congress now working for the administration have earmarks. Labor Secretary Hilda Solis was sworn in only yesterday. She got police equipment for several communities in her former Los Angeles congressional district. Treasury Secretary Ray LaHood, a Republican former congressman from outside Chicago, earmarked funds for police, farmers, and a planetarium in Peoria. With the exception of the budget after the 9/11 attacks, it is the biggest in 30 years. Since President Obama took office, Republicans say congressional Democrats have been on a spending binge.
Republicans believe Congress instead should immediately freeze all federal spending at existing levels.
Majority Democrats passed the measure 245 to 178 on a near-party line vote. 16 moderate Republicans crossed party lines to support the measure. 20 conservative Democrats broke ranks to oppose it. The $787 billion stimulus package that recently passed has hundreds of billions of dollars for the same government agencies that this spending plan also funds. When you add the two together, it's $1.2 trillion in approved spending in just the last 2 weeks. That doesn't even include the interest, Brett, and there is much more spending soon to come.
Okay, Carl. Carl Cameron live on Capitol Hill. Thanks.